Page 32, Pastorale. Talk a little bit about Pastorale at the top. This is just a nice, sweet, gentle, kind of like a nocturne, just a sweet thing. 3/4 time. It has a pickup beat coming in on beat 3. Look at the right hand. You're starting out with 5th finger on a G here. Put your hand in this position. So we come in on beat 3. So it's 3, 1, 2. 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Did I mention it's in 3/4 time? Yes, I did. Okay, go on. 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Now that's about it for the right hand. It's just, you'll work those out yourself, I'm sure. In the left hand, you're starting out with these notes, an E and a G. Next one, it's a D and a G. E and a G, just lifting up each time. And then that's pretty much it for the right hand, or left hand. Some hand, one of them, I don't know which. Then you put the hands together. Here. It out slowly, putting the hands together and getting them, because the rhythms are different, notes are different. You gotta work it all out. Then you get that, there's no staccato in here, it's all legato, but we have phrasing, and we want to hear the phrasing. The phrasing is in the right hand. The left hand you keep as legato as you can. You can't because of the chords. You'll have a little silence between them. That's okay. Just do the best you can. The right hand, we want some silence between the phrases. Look at the last measure, the first line. You have a D that ends a phrase. So before I play the G, I'm going to lift up. It's just a little lift up. At the end of the second line, see? Before I go on, whether I go on to the next line or repeat it, either one, I'm going to lift up because it's the end of a phrase. Or whichever. And do that between each of these phrases. Lift up. For the dynamics, you have an MF P at the beginning, the MF-P. So the first time you play this, you're going to do the right hand MF, or medium loud, moderately loud, mezzo forte. Figure out what that is. It's a little under forte. It's a little under loud. The left hand you're going to keep soft. We want to hear the right hand. Then when you repeat it, you're going to do it soft. That's the right hand. That means the left hand has to be really soft. We want to hear the right hand. That's the melody. Then you get down to the third line. You're soft, and now you're going to crescendo up to maybe a medium loud. It doesn't say, but I'm guessing. Don't get medium loud until that F in the right hand. And you stay there. And then the last line, now you come back down to soft. The left hand's really soft. Now when you go back to the top, and you do, go back to loud. Do the first one again. And so forth. For the road map, well, the DC Alfine at the bottom, the DC sends you back to the top. Then the Alfine means go to Fine. The Fine is at the end of the second line where the repeat sign is. The thin and thick bar line that tells you the end of the piece, well, the repeat sign's covering it up, but it's there. That's where it ends. There's a difference of opinion on interpretation here. When you do a DC or DS, most people believe that if you have any repeats in it and so forth, you don't do the repeats when you do a DC or DS. Not everybody believes that, but most people do. If they wanted you to do the repeat again, they'd have to put a note in there, repeat on DC or something to that effect, that tells you to go ahead and do the repeat. Now, tempo is moderately slow. You'll have to decide again. I don't know how slow it is. So it's slow, sort of, not too slow, just moderately slow. I don't know. Just briefly, a little bit about technique. This gets a little tricky. and the end of the second line, the last two measures here in the left hand. If you can, you want to connect the G with the C and the E. I'm rolling the hand. I'm shifting the weight from the thumb over to these other fingers. The weight's pushing it down. So I'm just put the fingers in position and I just shift the weight. It takes a little practice. It's a little weird feeling. I encourage you to do that though. It's something you need to develop as you go through and the music gets more difficult. It's going to come in handy. Let's do a play with me. We're going to go slow in the play with me. And because there is a pickup beat, I'm only going to give us 2 counts because we come in on beat 3. I'm not doing the dynamics, but I will do the DC and all that junk and the repeat and all that. So here we go. Put your hands in C position. We're ready to go. Ready, go. To the top